Hello and welcome to our lesson on exponent of 0 and 1. Okay, first the definition of an exponent. It's the power to which you raise a number. That sounds kind of confusing, so let's take a look. So if we say that we took 4 and cubed it, this is how we write it. That means you raise or increase 4 to the power of 3. Notice I said 4 first because that's our base. And the power of 3, that's our exponent. The small number, the exponent, that guy right there, the 3, tells you how many times in a row you're going to multiply the big number, the base of 4. So really when they say 4 to the third, it really means that you're saying 4 times 4 times 4. And the way you would do that is 4 times 4 is 16, and then you're going to multiply 16 by 4. So you're going to take 16 times 4, which is going to give you 64. So 4 cubed, 4 to the power of 3, really equals 64. Now, there is a rule when you have an exponent of 0. Every time you raise any base, the big number, to the 0 power, the little exponent, you will always get the answer of 1. So anytime I have anything raised to the power of 0, it doesn't matter what the numbers are, if it's raised to the power of 0, your answer is just going to be the number 1. So let's take a look. If you have 25 to the 0 power, look, there's your answer, 1. Didn't have to do any math. 3 to the power of 0, the answer is still going to be the same, it's still going to be 1. It's just pure memorization, there's no math involved. However, if you take 5 to the power of 1, it does not equal 1. Because, look at your exponent, it's a 1. The rule only happens when you've got an exponent of 0. Anytime you raise to the exponent of 0, that's when your answer is always going to equal 1. Now, if you have an exponent of 1, so if you have any base, that's the big number, raised to the power of 1, that's the exponent, the answer is always the original base number. So if I have 6,400 raised to the power of 1, it just means that I take 6,400 one time. Okay, 6,400 one time is just 6,400. So when I say that the base is the actual answer, that's when your exponent is 1. Take a look. We've got a base of 7. And then we've got our exponent is 1. So it's saying 7 times, and that's it. You don't have to multiply it anymore. So it's really just 7 is your answer. What do you do with an exponent of 1? Take a look. You've got a base, a big number of 82. Your exponent is 1. So what's your answer? Same base as before. I've got a fourth, and I raise it to the first power. It's still going to be a fourth. Just memorization. Whatever your base is originally, raise it once, it's going to be the same base as your answer. Look what happens. If I raise it to the power of 3, though, it's not going to equal 27. If I square it, it's not going to equal 11 over here, because those are not bases of 1. So it doesn't work for these guys. But since these right here are bases of 1, it's still back to the original. Those right there are exponents of 1, it's still back to the original base number. Anytime your exponent is 0, the answer is always going to be 1. And anytime your exponent is 1, the answer is always going to be the original base number. So remember, if you have 6 raised to the 0 power, the answer is the number 1. If you have 5 raised to the first power, the answer is the original base number. And that's it on our lesson of exponents of 0 and 1.